Hey guys, so watch this video here for Thursday, July 15th. Here's the SPY daily, which we gapped up, sold off, and I don't know, closed probably slightly maybe, well, somewhere around the middle of the range of the day. I always try to highlight at least something that was called in chat today, and SGOC was the monster, so I'll call that, or I'll highlight that. Let's go to 5-minute candle. Nope, let's go to 2-minute candles, because we put this on the gap playlist kind of last minute. And it topped out right around 12, actually 12:05, right? Sells off as it starts to curl back up. Nick C and Nicholas, probably within 30 seconds of each other, both put out the idea. And that's my favorite thing about the chat room is it's not about me at all. People don't log in. I tweeted this. People don't log in to see what I'm going to call. They log in because of the teamwork in there and because of the, so many people know what an A+ setup looks like. We have a lot of course-taking students in the room, and it's really cool to see. Usually if something's ripping, you can go back and do a chat room search and somebody called an A+ setup on it before it ripped, right? And this is no different. SGOC, Nick C and Nicholas both said, hey, over 12 idea. Look what happened. So there's 4 minutes into the session. Watch what happens when we break 12. Get the halt, and then it opens over 14 and ends up just going all the way to 1901. That's just absolutely amazing. So I had to highlight that one today. There was several other stuff called in the room too, and the old TPST gave a great setup late in the day. There's the early high, right? That's the setup we look for. Something on bounce watch, afternoon breakout, and that had a huge move too. I actually played a pullback play in it. So there's plenty of stuff. I had a really nice day. And what are we watching tomorrow? We've been doing really well in the chat room. With the bounce plays, right? And we only take them if they set up, right? So I might have 6 bounce plays on watch, and maybe none of them give an A+ setup tomorrow. But when they do, man, they've been rock solid when they do trigger and set up A+ and trigger. So here's a whole slew of bounce plays, right? MITQ is one of them. We're going to keep an eye on that one tomorrow. CPOP again. Both of these are from the video and from the watch list last night. CPOP. They're just absolutely decimated, right? Both of those. And we're going to look for one of those A+ bounce play setups. NEGG, sitting right there. And we're getting close to the 20-day. Like the looks of that one. CARV goes back on bounce watch. Gave us a great trade yesterday. Back through 20 in the afternoon and had a huge move. And then today, just another red day, kind of getting down to the 8-day. Almost round trip from the day that it gapped up. But I still think that's, got a lot of potential if we get an A+ setup. SPCE is just straight down 4 days in a row. I had said there's probably going to be a sell the news scenario, and I think there's also an offering in there when I said Richard Branson was going to do that space flight. And we absolutely have had a sell the news scenario, but it's down pretty good. In 4 sessions, I'll give you some numbers here. It was 52.63. And today down, basically $20 in 4 days. So that's a pretty good candidate for a bounce play. Something you almost never see on my list is AMC, but it made the list. It's again 4 days in a row, just straight off a cliff. That is a good candidate for if we get a bounce play setup, just for a snapback bounce. I'm not really bullish on the chart or anything, but I love me some bounce plays when they set up, right? MDIA, massive move 2 days ago. Now you got a couple red days. On lower volume than the big day for sure. That one we're going to watch for a setup. TPST, just potential long watch, had that big intraday bounce today, but closed well off its highs. So I do think that needs to be on a chart for tomorrow. VRPX can really move when it gets moving, but it's also really extended. So we are going to keep our eyes on it. Topped out at exactly 8 today, and then if you look, I don't know, maybe about a week ago, topped out right around 850. So and then that would be all-time high. So it is set up for a potential run one of these days. I'd like to see it consolidate for a couple days, but anyway, it's going to be on a chart. SGOC had that massive call in it today by Nick and Nicholas, and it closed well off its highs, but it's crazy enough that it should be on every day trader's chart looking for an A+ setup. BON, I watched this thing traded. I never traded it, but I watched it trade, and it is pretty darn whippy, so be careful if it gives a setup, but it's pretty strong. And then RCAT, Had the big pop yesterday and an inside day today, but closed pretty strong. We had a nice late day trade in that over 470. And I think it went pretty quickly through 5. Alan H. and Wayne both called that, if I'm not mistaken. Forgive me if I'm wrong about that. But anyway, that's it. I'm going to wrap it up here and keep it short and sweet. We'll add gappers to this in the pre-market. Let's keep it going, work together, and find the A+ setups. And I'll see you guys in the morning in the chat room.